guys, I'm in my living room right now because this is where all my plants are, and I figured it was time for another plants update. I don't know if you guys actually care about this, but I love gardening and I love plants, and I'm very like spiritual with like nature and stuff like that. So it's super important to me, and I love surrounding myself with as much greenery as I possibly can, I guess. And I like growing food and whatever. So I just figured I would go around my living room, my apartment, and show off all my plants, my collection, I guess. Now, this is a fair warning. They live in an apartment, so they're not in the greatest condition. But I'm trying. So, I don't know, don't even give me tips because I like to pretend I know what I'm doing. I don't know, I've got a lot of cute options, but I just wish I could give them more sunlight or outdoors or something, but we're working with what we got. I recently just put up the grow tent again, so that's actually the main inspiration why I wanted to do this video, is so I can show off that setup. And I think I might try and like rotate some plants in and out of there, just to give them some extra TLC, maybe. But yeah, you'll see. I've got some kind of weird looking plants, but they're charming, they're mine, so don't be mean to them. But yeah, let's get right into this, I guess. So first things first is we have this little garden here. It was a hydroponics garden with like the water and everything, but it just was not working out for me. So I put dirt in it, and I've just been using it as like an automatic light, and it's just like my little kitchen herb garden, so it's great. I plan on harvesting this head of lettuce pretty soon because it's getting pretty large and kind of taking up the whole thing. And I'm going to replace it with some dill that I bought. I bought some dill seeds. So that's going to be pretty exciting. In this back corner here, we've got some basil. We have thyme and oregano. And then at the back, we have garlic chives and rosemary, just from the grocery store that I replanted. I have some extra little seeds sprouted down there too, but they take a long time. But I'm pretty happy with this little garden. It works a lot better for me with the dirt than the water. I don't know, I've always been better at working with plants and dirt. So I'm happy with that. I can't wait to get the dill in there and eat that head of lettuce and have a cute little kitchen herb garden. Here I have some dying cat grass in the middle of my floor. She sometimes eats it, sometimes doesn't. The guinea pigs have been eating it though, which is kind of fun. But yeah, that's always permanently here. My apartment is a little bit cluttered right now because we've been like redecorating a little bit, so just ignore it. But over here, I got this ivy plant recently. I can't tell if it's doing good or not, like I think it is, because it has new growth, but also it's got these kind of ugly looking leaves, so I don't really know. But it's kind of cute. I got it because I wanted it to grow super fast and like spread all through my apartment, but it's growing really, really slow. I thought ivy was supposed to grow fast, so I don't know. But it's cute. And then over here, I think is like a Chinese money plant or something. I just thought it was really interesting that it has like the round leaves. And it also shoots out little babies. I don't know if you can see it back there, but it has a third plant growing out of nowhere. So we'll see if that takes off. You're supposed to share the wealth, I guess. So you're supposed to give the baby plants to your friends and everything. And it's supposed to be like a good luck sort of thing, I guess. I don't know. It's super cool and just a really funky looking plant. I have this eucalyptus plant here, and I love eucalyptus, but it grows kind of slow in Canada. But it smells so good. It's been kind of like dying because I can't tell how much I'm supposed to water it or not because it's drought resistant, but then it gets angry at me if I don't water it. It's kind of just doing its own thing, I guess, and we're hoping for the best. I saw a TikTok the other day of one that was like a full-grown tree in like Australia, and I would love to have that someday, but that's probably wishful thinking. For now, my little guy's kind of cute. Okay, so this aloe plant, I don't even know where to start with this. I'm almost positive it's not getting enough sunlight or water, and it's just falling apart, but I just can't figure out how to take care of it properly. And honestly, I don't even use that much aloe. I love the taste of aloe, but I don't really know how to like process it properly or make anything with it. So usually I just use it for like sunburns and I don't know, good enough, I guess. It looks like an alien or something. I have this dying basil plant in this gross mason jar here. I had bought the basil plant from the store and I just like needed some. This is probably gonna get fed to my guinea pigs later tonight because it's really nasty looking and I don't even want to attempt to bring it back from the dead, especially considering I have my little kitchen herb garden going now, so this is just kind of gross looking sitting here. I have this jade plant and I really don't know why it's growing like that. There was like another stem here once upon a time and that probably would have looked a lot prettier. But it's actually pretty happy, honestly. It's got a lot of new growth and it's getting a little bushier, so I can't wait for this to be like a nice big chunky plant. But for now, it's just kind of in an awkward stage, but it has potential. I do like it. It's very easy to take care of. Here's the first peek at the grow tent. You can see my money tree peeking out right there. It's pretty large. It takes up a lot of space in our living room, but for me, it is 100% worth it. Just because I can give the extra TLC to my plants, and hopefully get some of these little ugly ones looking a little better and thriving a little bit, at least in the tent, at least give them something to work with. Yeah, because this apartment really just isn't great for growing these plants, but I'm doing my best. Here's the tent though. I'm about 5'2" for reference, so I mean, I guess that's not big for most people, but it's a big pop-up tent to have in your living room, so whatever, you get it. Let's get in here though, because I have two other little plants in there to show off. I have to be careful because the grow light messes up the camera, but I think you can see them in there. I have two little weed plants. They're clones, so I've never done clones before. My mother-in-law gave them to me, but I'm kind of excited, and hopefully now that I've got them in the tent, they've only been in there for like 2 days, I really hope they'll start thriving because they were not doing the greatest in my windowsill, but I'm excited to see them grow up. And my little money tree in there as well. I'm trying to get him big enough to put on the floor and not have my cats eat him. So he's got a little bit of ways to go, but I'm really hoping that in the tent he will be able to thrive and we'll get there eventually. But I'm kind of also running out of space in my apartment, so I guess the tent is also gonna be like storage. I'm gonna have to rotate them out, like I don't even know. That might be a little bit better of a view, but you can see my camera messing up. Oh no. Oh, I don't know why the light does that. Like, it's so weird, but my little guys. Okay, so I don't really know how to start over here. These used to be supports because I was trying to grow potatoes in this container, but I thought they died, so I stopped taking care of them. I put this little inspirational quote thing in there because I thought it was just so cute and really funny in an empty pot of dirt. Also, there's tinfoil all around this pot so my cats don't go in it because potatoes are not good for cats. So that was my solution. It worked. But anyway, I haven't watered this plant or this bucket of dirt, look how tiny he is, in multiple months. Like, I want to say like 3 months at least. And suddenly this little guy pops out of nowhere. So that's kind of crazy. I think the inspirational quote was really encouraging to him. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to figure out what is going on with this situation. I was just waiting to have enough free time to just throw it out or like replace it with something. But now that I know that there's potatoes growing in here still somehow, I don't know if there's a lot of potatoes in here. I don't know if there's one potato in here. I have no idea what's going on now, but kind of exciting, kind of fun. I am really impressed with this little dude for persevering. He really took it personal, I guess. I don't know. Now we're moving on to my windowsill. You can also see the tinfoil over here to avoid my cats jumping up. I'm gonna try not to show you guys my neighbors because that would be awkward. But I've got parsley. The guinea pigs love it. They love the fresh parsley. I've had that plant going strong for a while now. Recently, I got this blueberry bush. It's got some new growth towards the window. I think I need to repot it, but I don't even know what to do with that. I bought it impulsively. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grow blueberries in my apartment. I might end up planting it at my parents' or something for them to look after. I don't know. But I just thought it was cool to have, and if he grows blueberries in my apartment, that would just be awesome. Over here, these are jalapenos. So they've spit out a couple little flowers so far, but no pepper has actually stayed and grown. I don't think this one's gonna be doing much of anything, but I'm giving him a shot. I'm impressed with this little guy though. He seems to really be trying. Fingers crossed, because my boyfriend loves jalapenos. We buy them all the time. And I just planted the seeds from one of the ones we bought from the store. So it would be really awesome if that would somehow miraculously grow into a jalapeno. Woohoo! This big blue pot beside it has 3 bell pepper plants in it. It's kind of hard to tell, but they're okay. I don't know why the leaves look like that necessarily. It's actually a super old plant. I've had this plant for like over a year for sure. And it spits out these little mini bell peppers, like definitely not grocery store size, maybe about 1/3 of that size, but it's really cute, and it is perfect for the guinea pigs to have little fresh bell peppers that are perfect for their size, I guess. I don't know, but might as well. This is what I mean. I try and grow things in the apartment. It doesn't work very well, but I'm trying. It's good enough, I guess. I stole this little succulent from the side of the road, like out front of someone's business, because they had this gorgeous, huge succulent that had spit out a ton of little baby plants, but it was like dying because it hadn't been watered or anything, so I just yoinked it right off. I'm not very good at taking care of succulents. I'm hoping he'll kind of root himself and just do his own thing. But I figured it was worth a shot because he was really pretty and it was just right there. So what do you mean? I'm obviously going to take the free plant. Or steal the free plant. This was a bean bush, a golden wax bean bush at one point in time. There's like a couple little baby tiny beans on it now, but it lost like all its leaves, so I don't really know what's going on. I think it's just dead. It's given me a couple different loads of beans that have been great. Not enough to have like a meal, but it was kind of fun. I was hoping it would give me another round before dying, but oh well. It was worth a shot. Fucking apartment. And then over here is one of my newest plants. It's a spider plant, obviously. And I stole this one from my boyfriend's grandfather. He has a really gorgeous, huge spider plant. And it was spitting out a ton of babies, so I yanked one off. And this one rooted beautifully, and I'm really hoping it'll thrive. Spider plants are so easy to take care of. They're kind of weird though. Like, I don't think they're anything special. I prefer food plants, but any greenery makes me happy, so I'm glad that he's thriving. He's already gotten so much bigger. Okay, these next 2 pots, the black one and the white one, I know it looks like they literally just have sticks in them, but they are trees. I don't know if they're alive or not. I'm fingers crossed that they're alive. I really hope so, because they still have color to them, but the black pot one didn't grow any leaves ever at any point in time. And the white pot one, it grew a bunch of leaves and then completely just dropped all of them, and it's the middle of summer. So I don't really know what that's about. Both of the sticks look alive still though. I really don't know, but let's get in close here. But obviously this, I don't have much more to say about the plants themselves. The pots are what's exciting over here. Okay, so obviously that looks disgusting. This is the black pot. It's a red oak tree. And you can see that he's still got a bunch of green on his stem. So I think he's alive still. I'm just not sure why he doesn't want to grow any leaves for me. But anyway, I put compost in these ones. And I have a bunch of roly-polies that are my little compost machines for my trees, which I just think is so cool and cute and fun. And they've really been helping me take care of these little sticks, and that's the only reason I think that they might still be alive, is because this dirt is so nutritious, and these little roly-polies are working their frickin' butts off to make this soil really nice for them. I give them so many treats, like it's like bad. They're my little pets now. I love them. The white pot is actually even busier. So the white pot is my sycamore tree, and there's actually way more roly-polies in this pot than the black one somehow. I've been trying to like keep it fairly equal and like split them up and everything, but I don't know. Again, so many treats in here for them, like it's a bit excessive, but they're so happy.
Roly-polies aren't really supposed to thrive inside, but I don't know, I've managed, I guess. I love them. They were my favorite bug as a kid, and I really struggle with liking bugs, so I figured I would try and like them again, and it's working. So this is really fun. I know I sound like a lunatic, but I just kind of thought it made sense for me to do for whatever reason. Also, in this sycamore pot, there's a roly-poly, and he's literally an inch big, which is kind of crazy. I know that's like not very big, but a normal roly-poly is like half a centimeter, right? So he's huge, and it's kind of my goal in life to make massive domesticated roly-polies, I guess. Like, I literally don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun with it. But yeah, even the sycamore twig, it's like red still, so I think it's still alive. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, I know, all my plants are incredibly ugly and not thriving, but I love them with all my heart. That's probably the only reason they're alive, is because they sense how much I love them, because otherwise I don't even know how they're managing. But this was a really fun little video for me to make. I really like showing them off. It's kind of just a silly, stupid thing. I know I kind of sound like a lunatic in this video, but I hope you found it amusing, I guess. And yeah, I mean, maybe I'll give an update when everything's grown a little bit more and looks a little less depressing. But yeah, I really like growing stuff. I wish I had a yard to grow stuff in, but for now, this is what I'm working with, so yeah. Thanks for watching.